health, wellness, and you.
Week 2, Physical Health.
Here's CKDM News Director Matt Hamill.
Hello again. I really hope you've been enjoying our health, wellness, and you features. We've been exploring the topic of physical health this week, and today we turn our attention to diet and nutrition. Yes, a topic we'll get some wonderful insight on from today's expert, Registered Dietitian with Prairie Mountain Health, Virginia Cail. That's coming up right after this.
Many things have just stopped over the last few months, but there are some things in life that just don't stop for anything.
I was recently diagnosed with lung cancer. The strain on my family has been tough, but if it wasn't for the support of Central Plains Cancer Services and their transportation program, I just don't know where I'd be.
Cancer touches everyone. Your gift provides hope. Your donation stays right here in our region to help our neighbors, family, and friends. Check your mail for your donation card or donate online at centralplainscancerservices.com.
Registered Dietitian Virginia Cail in studio. The topic of diet and nutrition can get complicated, but I know you have some great practical advice to share with us right now to improve our lives and health through food. Let's start here. What role does proper eating and proper nutrition play in our overall health?
Huge impact. So most of us have heard that expression that we are what we eat, and we know what goes into our mouth is what becomes our body. And so for our bodies to do what we want them to do every day, the nutrition or nutrients that we feed them is really key. So when I eat only a few types of foods, say potato chips and pop, or only pizza and burgers, or even only rice and beans, there'll be nutrients missing for rebuilding the billions of cells in my blood, my bone marrow, my hormones, my organs, my skin, and my hair. And maybe you can tell I love food and the science behind it. Some of the changes I've seen in nutrition knowledge or nutrition science over the years since my biochemistry degree have been in the areas of immunity. And there is currently research being done around our immune system. We need both the macronutrients, the protein, the fat, the carbohydrates, and the micronutrients, so the vitamins and minerals, vitamin A, C, D, E, B6, B12, folic acid. Those are all really important, as well as the minerals, iron, zinc, copper, and selenium. So there isn't one particular magic way of eating or one food, but I think the bottom line, the idea is to consume and to choose more often the nutrient-dense foods, the foods that have lots of vitamins and minerals, lots of variety of colors. Those are the things that can make a difference to your overall immune system.
Registered Dietitian Virginia Cail with us in studio right now. Can you share with us some of your best tips for dietary success?
Well, and I think I'll answer that with a focus on what we can do during COVID, because if we're still living in this situation, we have to be careful with not going out too often, only having one person to the grocery store, that kind of thing. How do we make our kitchens a really good source of healthy food? And one of the things that the Ottawa Public Health Association had a list of essential supplies, focusing on things like the fresh vegetables that have a longer shelf life. So the beets and carrots and parsnips and potatoes and sweet potatoes and cabbage and squash and onions, and fresh fruit that has a longer shelf life, the apples and oranges, frozen vegetables, canned vegetables and fruit, dried fruit. All of those things are really helpful to have around. Grains like rice and quinoa and pasta and that are fortified, frozen and canned meats, eggs, milk powder, canned and dried beans, chickpeas, lentils, that kind of thing. So lots of foods that can be bought in small amounts as you need them or when you shop, but will be there for weeks and months without having to replenish them. And then also, I would say, for, again, helping the communities and survive this economic challenge, is do like a once-a-week kind of order out. Choose a restaurant in town and have them deliver or pick up, because that can help all of us if we're part of this together, being in the community. So let's work together to get through it.
If you'd like to hear my full conversation with Virginia Cail, and trust me, there's some great stuff in there, you can head to 730ckdm.com and go to the Health, Wellness, and and You page. You'll find out what we're learning about next week on Health, Wellness, and You after this.
Parks Edge Physiotherapy is now open at 420 Main Street North in Dauphin, and they're accepting new patients. Physiotherapy focuses on movement along with active participation to restore, maintain, and maximize strength, physical function, and independence. If you're having problems with any of these, contact them today. And they make it as simple as possible with direct billing to most insurance providers and by offering services to WCB and MPI clients. If you have any questions or would like to book an appointment, contact Parks Edge Physiotherapy at 204-638-9642 or visit them at parksedgephysio.ca.
Coming up next week, we'll turn our attention to spiritual health and the role of spirituality in improving our health and well-being. This is Health, Wellness, and You, a 4-week journey on 730 CKDM, exploring the benefits of balancing your physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional health and the benefits that can bring into your life. In the meantime, head to 730CKDM.com, go to the Health, Wellness, and You page to listen to all the full-length conversations with our experts.
CKDM's Health, Wellness, and You feature series is brought to you by Central Plains Cancer Services, Parks Edge Physiotherapy, Dauphin Clinic Pharmacy, Dr. Brenna and Three Graces Medispa, Dauphin Chiropractic Center, Nutter's Everyday Naturals in Dauphin, Parkland Collaborative Legal Options, Fusion Credit Union, and Sunrise Counseling in Dauphin. Listen to CKDM Radio twice daily at 7:15 and 3:15, or listen anytime at 730CKDM.com.